Hi, welcome to the Student Lab, a podcast hosted by me, Sasha Levsky. The Student Lab is a global conversation, a community of driven and passionate students who are eager to learn. It is where ambition turns ideas into actions. From being in just classrooms to entrepreneurs, this podcast explores the spark of creativity, the failure that teaches us, and the small wins that shape the leader of tomorrow. Why lab? Well, the lab is a place of experimentation. So it leads us to trying, to failing, to daring to dream big while navigating our exams and just figuring it all out. Who am I? Well, as I said, I'm Sasha Levsky. I am a student at McGill University in Business. I left Paris to come here in Montreal, and I'm not gonna lie, my first year was hard. I faced many challenges. I had to adapt myself, navigate my exams. But regardless of all of this, I met so many incredible and inspiring people. This gave me the idea to give voices to these students, share their stories, show their projects, and connect them regardless of their background and where they are in the world. Because it's true, when you think about this, you often see podcasts about these founders, these CEOs that did well in life and that started from nothing, and then how did they go to the top. But you never really see the beginning, the bottom of the journey, where you see the process, you see the failures, and maybe one day it will be a success. And so this is really what I want to show. So here I open the voice to authentic student voices. What will you be able to find? At first, of course, entrepreneurship stories, because this is what I want to show and show the creative projects of many students. I also want to do some honest conversations just about the student experience in general, about mental health, about resilience, failure, and ambition, as well as about loneliness. Because while we don't really talk about this, loneliness is a huge part of the student life. I also want to talk about just culture shock and exchange experiences all over the world. So every story matters. And this is why the Student Lab will be a mix of interviews with different change makers, with different project founders and maybe startup founders, but as well as just personal reflections on what it is to be a student and how to navigate this world. It is true that some episodes might be in another language, like French, for example, because I really want to make it a broad community and show it a little bit all over the world. But yeah, you will find a little bit of everything, and I really hope that you will like, from sometimes talking about a startup to sometimes talking about just academic pressure in general. So more than a podcast, as I said, this is a platform to give voice to these students and to show all of their ambition. And if you ever need help for a project or to connect with each other, just DM me or send me a mail to the student lab at .gmail.com, and I will try to connect you as much as possible with others, as well as you can just write me on Instagram if you have any questions or any ideas and you would like to share them with others. With this in mind, subscribe if you want to and join this beautiful community and help me and help the others to grow and to discover and to explore their passions. This was the Student Lab hosted by Sasha Levsky. So don't forget to try and go for it.